Yo guys, I've got a spark which I'm going to use to ignite the fire for a brand new episode of the Skylanders Giants Lightcore brightens Locke here on the channel. I don't know why I said it that way. In the words of Mighty Tough Walk, we're just going to have to deal with it. Regardless, we're playing through this section as Hex because we ended off the previous session with her. And I actually took a little bit of damage getting up to this point, but regardless, we're back here in Rumbletown to acquire the Locotron wheel we missed the last time, because the Locotron wheel for power comes in clutch as it increases our chance to get a critical hit, which means it will deal more damage to enemies and they'll be killed off more quickly, so that then enemies who are dealing damage to Hex right now, well, they'll have less of an opportunity to do such things if I critical hit and attack them and deal more damage to them more quickly, because they'll be dead by the time they have the opportunity to hit me. So regardless, we've now acquired that Locotron wheel from Rumbletown, and here is where I can address about the fact that this new session changes several things. So without further ado, let us, now that that has been saved, head on make to Flynn's ship here in the pause menu. So Hex ended off a previous session, a recording session of which occurred months upon months ago. I uploaded episode 3 months ago as well, but for recording session for that episode, it dates even further back than the upload. And so between sessions, I have actually acquired Jetvax's Soul Gem, so he's now fully upgraded. And he has plenty of gold to boot for upcoming levels, where today we're going to be tackling Chapter 8 and Chapter 9. Now you might be wondering why all of this has reset. It's because I had technical difficulties recording the final 4 episodes of this series. So I did do one session with all 4 of these last episodes, but the entire session is just kind of corrupt right now, so I can't salvage any of those episodes. What I can salvage, however, is obviously all of the Locotron wheels, because I went back and I played back up to this point in a different profile. I acquired all of the same collectibles I did on that original run, so that is why you can see before us we have the 2 health wheels, one from Chapter 2 and the other from Chapter 6. Then there was also the additional power wheel we garnered from Rumbletown just now. That's going to be very helpful when tackling Chapter 8, and obviously Jetpack. I acquired money for his upgrades, but I've also acquired enough money so we can purchase a very useful charm from Auric in the upcoming level. But that's pretty much the general gist of things. It took me so much time to get around to re-recording these final 4 episodes after that original session has got itself corrupted, that I've actually changed my accommodation altogether. So I'm currently at my University of Lincoln accommodation rather than my home down at Loughborough, so that would be why things have changed up a little bit. But what hasn't changed up is the fact that, as always, we are pressing the best button in the video game right now, the skip button, because I'm playing a video game right now. Let me play the video game, the actual video game, you know, the stuff where I get to interact with stuff, because that's the fun part of games, the actual gaming part of games. That's why I play games, to play games. Not to watch games. If I wanted to watch something, I'll watch something. That's not the point of playing a game. Playing a game is to play a game. But enough of all of this rambling. Let's enter into this hut and then switch out for the life element, because the usual Locke rules are in play here for the final 4 episodes of the session. For the final 4 episodes, I will be filming back to back to back to back. So whenever an element pops up, I must switch out to the Lightcore corresponding to the element, and I can't switch out again until the element of the area changes once more. Should a Skylander be defeated in combat, the class is dead and cannot be used again throughout the remainder of the Locke, which is why I aim to continue with what has been so far the perfect run. In the first 7 chapters we haven't lost any characters, and I am crossing my fingers hoping to maintain that same level of success. Hopefully the level of success will be the same as just barely getting to this wall on time, where we get to acquire a hat, one of the few times where a hat isn't locked behind an elemental gate. Can you imagine if they put an elemental gate here just for the sake of this one little section? I just uploaded my top 10 best and worst elemental gates. If this was an elemental gate section, all we had to do is blow that wall, or worse yet, you built the wall and then all you need to do is walk up to that hat for an elemental gate, I guarantee that either way, that elemental gate would have been on the worst list of that double build top 10 I made, which took me an entire day to do, which is why I'm filming what remains of this series in one session tonight, which is a Wednesday night, so that then the series can go live on Thursdays and on Sundays. meaning that in 2 weeks from now this series will have concluded and we can move on to the series that will be following it, known as Skylanders Imaginators Soul Seekers, which shall also be released on Thursdays and Sundays. The first 2 episodes, the debut episodes of the Imaginators Soul Seekers, of which are going to be part of Skylanders Week 2. That's right, we're doing a sequel to Skylanders Week. We have much to look forward to when it comes to the future of Skylanders content on this channel. I, for one, am pumped. I love these games, so being able to play them more to no one's surprise will come as a pleasantry for me. I was talking earlier about how much I love these video games, so I'd rather play the video games rather than watch the cutscenes from these video games, and now that I'm playing the video game, I am quite happy to be doing such a thing. I bought this video game, I now just want to play it. So, Fire is back, which means our corresponding Lightcore is going to be Eruptor, whose Lightcore effect on my figurine is shocking. It's broke, actually, so there's no Lightcore effect whatsoever. Luckily, the figurine still works in game, which for the purposes of this video, that's all I really need it for. But now we have ourselves yet another Lockotron Wheel of Power, so when we acquire ourselves the 4th and final bulb from Chapter 12, we can plug in this Lockotron Wheel of Power and increase our chances even further of getting a critical hit. That is precisely what we want, because as I said earlier, that means enemies can be defeated more quickly, and if they're defeated more quickly, they have less of an opportunity to attack my Skylanders and defeat my Skylanders in combat. Last thing we want that, because again, we want to maintain this perfect track record we're on at the moment. We don't want to tarnish it, which, you know, seems to be asking for a lot, so I'm going to shut up before I wind up jinxing things with the stupidity of my own words. My mouth is opening and words are coming out. Not a wise decision on my behalf, but what would be wise is for me to press this button for the video game, the skip button, get all that unnecessary deeps do out of here. Regardless, we're sticking with Eruptor despite the elemental change, because as you can see right now, Fire is back once again. It would have been just a waste of time to go back and forth between Shroom Movement and Eruptor, plus playing Eruptor in that section made no difference to the outcome because there was no combat. So yeah, it's not cheating. In fact, if anything, staying as Eruptor, if there was combat, would have just put me at more risk, because I could have got hit in that combat section before this combat section before you, making it easier for me to be defeated in this combat section. But luckily there was no combat, so why I'm even talking about this, well, it's all redundant. I got blown up by something that was a bit unpleasant, to be perfectly honest with all of you. But now here comes my favourite part, the skip button, once again. Okay, this guy's got to go. He looked at me funny. No reason. Okay, here we go. He's not going to be able to hit me from that angle, which is fantastic. Very beneficial for us, because it means that now we get to absolutely obliterate. Yep, Eruptor of his eruptions. You can't really go much wrong with that. Getting this guy all nice and toasted up. Let's bring in some magma balls, because why not? I'll tell you why not, because as you can tell, they were nowhere near as effective as literally any of this guy's other attacks. Okay, let's get out of the way of the stomp. Oh, or he can just stomp over there. I suppose that's also something that could happen. Not that it changed much, because he was pretty much dead already. Which I'm pretty certain is the name of Walking Dead episode. I hope it is, now that I've said that. I'm supposed to be a Walking Dead expert here. It's one of my favourite media franchises of all time. So if I don't know the name of every single episode, I am a pathetic Walking Dead fan. Pathetic, I tell you. What's also pathetic is that I don't have any keys right now. I ought to change that the next time I see Aura, get some keys for my arsenal. But that being said, it's like that meme where they say, oh, you like something? Or they name absolutely everything to do with that something that you love so much. With The Walking Dead, you love The Walking Dead so much? Fine, name every episode. If I can't name every episode, then clearly I don't love The Walking Dead that much. Bloody pathetic Walking Dead fan I am. So, let us hit the switch. In fact, it's not just for episodes, you should be able to name every single character, which that I can do. Unless they're like a really obscure character that only had a cameo in one single episode and then fucking died. Which they tend to do a lot of Walking Dead. Zombie Apocalypse, you know, characters don't last very long in those types of shows, I'm afraid. So don't get too attached to literally anyone in Walking Dead. If you're about to start Walking Dead for the first time, don't get attached to anyone. Oh boy, that thing's about to explode. I'd rather it not explode on me. Yeah, there you go. Take crystals to the face. Ow, ow. Oh, wait, never mind. I escaped. Yay me. I'm awesome and legendary. Just not the legendary part, because this is no legendary form. Unfortunately, Prison Break never got a legendary form, which is a shame, because that would have been legendary. Oh man, I missed defeating that guy with the block push. That would have been also legend. Wait for it. Legendary. The point is, in Walking Dead, never get attached to anyone, but when it comes to character names, I'm pretty certain I could name a grand majority of them. If they're in more than 2 episodes, then I can definitely name them. Again, being a large fan of the series and all that. Especially Telltale's Walking There, those ones I'm the most familiar with, so you put up the photo of any character from that franchise, even for 400 Days DLC, which sucked, any character whatsoever, I will know them. That being said, let us complete this here puzzle. It won't be a tough puzzle, but apparently it's a puzzle all the same. I can't believe they call these puzzles. I suppose anything qualifies as puzzles these days. So, let's go on ahead, get ourselves that glorious perfect score. Abooyah! Perfect score, what did I tell you? But I do wonder, do you guys prefer the face cam this way? I know I'm not, you know, in hatred of it. Wow, I didn't realise Prison Break had such little treasure. It's a good thing we're changing that. But yeah, I'm definitely not opposed to this new face cam setup. I did some experimenting with my tripod and found out different ways to set it up. So this just, you know, seems a little bit more neat. The framing is better also. My grandma, on the other hand, not so much. Better also, my grandma is not. Now I sound like Yoda. What am I doing? I got a bit stuck there, a bit confused. I was confused.com. Watch out for the grenades. Yeah, that's it. Target my crystals. Target those. Keep doing that. Oh, watch out for that grenade again. Okay, kill them. Kill the grenaders. I hate grenaders. I hate them so much. There you go. Got you. And I've gone and got you. Okay, these two are done, mate. Told you so. These lasers, they are superior, dare I even say, because the beam, it is supreme. But enough of all that. Tech has popped up, and our corresponding Lightcore element character is Drobot. I should say elemental character, because that's how grammar works. I accidentally killed something. My Lightcore effect killed God knows what. But God knows what is something, and I will take that. I love murder. Drobot is basically murder incarnate. Oh, there you go. That's the fella that I killed. That guy back there. Yeah, whatever he is anymore. Well, whatever he was, he isn't anymore. There just wasn't really much left to identify afterwards, was there? Real bloody murder. Drobot, he screams bloody murder. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Oh, I almost feel sorry for that guy. Almost. Anyway. So here we go, let's be skipping over more unnecessary deep stews, getting them off my screen. So here we go with a Lightcore jetpack. Now treasured up and everything, so hopefully with him being our new treasurer we can afford some charms along the way. If I were to do such things, I personally would be quite charmed by the charms. But who even needs charms? I myself am quite charming. Yeah, we're just going to let that one slide. Especially, you know, given my absolute raw humbleness. I mean, I couldn't be any more humble right now if I tried. You never hear me bragging about my awesomeness and my charm, so you're welcome, I suppose, is where I'd go as far to say about that. Me, my humbleness. And for massive amounts of it I possess. Again, you wouldn't find anyone more humble on the face of YouTube. I could brag. I just don't. You never find me bragging. So that being said, let us blow some shit up. Blow it up, please. Well, at least we got the chumpies. Okay, little trick with jetpack here. We can suck back up, refill our meter. Okay, this is so much more easy with a giant that can just lob those shells at things. Is that going to get it? Yes, that's going to make it so much more easier for us when we get back around there. We no longer have massive cannons to worry about, which is rather convenient actually. But speaking of cannons, we've got to be careful approaching this guy over here. Boom! And we blow him up. That's what we're talking about. Okay, sweet. Oh, if only I could tank a hit like Callie just did. Oh man, Callie was the most OP character of all time. She doesn't even take any damage. Where's Callie in a Locke when you need it? If Callie was in this Locke, man, Chaos would be screwed. Chaos is so lucky that he's left with the Skylanders instead. It's like the Rat from Avengers Endgame all over again. Thanos is lucky that he had the Avengers to deal with, because if he had to deal with that rat that saved Ant-Man, boy, he'd have been screwed. I mean, Avengers can say the same. I don't care how big the Avengers army is. They are not beating that rat. Okay, let's watch out for that guy. Boom. And shake the room. Excellent. I'm hoping for a repeat of the success of Legendary Jetpack from our Giants Legendary Locke, mind you. Already, Bash did not, Bash had a terrible fate, terrible, gruesome fate in the Legendary Locke, but luckily, Prison Break, his Lightcore variation that is, he does not suffer the same fate as Bash, the same tragic fate. History was not doomed to repeat itself, for I learnt from my mistakes. It was actually glorious. Okay, we've got to be careful though, because that cannon over to the very far left can still hit me. Watch out for Fuego Chompies. We're just going to move out their way entirely. Yeah, there you go. Let's finish off the Grenadiers then. Yeah, that grenade shouldn't hit me. But then again, the general rules of Grenadiers in this game is do not take them for granted. Their hitboxes are ridiculous. If you can be on the complete opposite side of the stage to the grenade, do that. Like, seriously, you will be screwed if you don't do that. Just assume the hitbox is as terrible as it could possibly be, because that's no doubt what will wind up hitting you in the end. The frickin' grenade on the opposite side of the stage. So let us pop these into place, because we're going to need that bomb, as Jetpack is unfortunately no giant, and without a giant we need a bomb. In fact, none of our Lightcores are giants. I should have put the giants in this block as well, especially since they have Lightcore effects to call their own. So without further ado, let's speak with Auric. Enter the shop and buy ourselves a little bit of that Sudsy Soap Charm. Now that's what we're after. That helps us deal increased damage, I should say, against trolls. And now we're going to add insult to injury with a damage power up. So now not only do we have the Sudsy Soap Charm dealing additional damage to enemies, but we also have this charm dealing additional damage to troll enemies. Man, this is brutal right now. Jetpack is actually good when he's dumb, stupid, broken. Who knew? Okay, watch out for just everything. Let's say that charm is unbelievably useful, especially for the two specific chapters we're playing through today. Okay, let's kill some fools. Oh my lord, that was some stacked damage right there. Now I know how the trolls feel. Okay, let us bring that fella in close. Watch out for the stomps along the way. Like I said earlier, when it comes to hitboxes in this game, do not take anything for granted. Remember, if it can hit you, it will hit you. Okay, take out the Chompy. I could have sucked him up, got a Mega Blast thing with Bob, but oh well. Okay. These hitboxes are annoying and stupid. Oh wait, never mind. I defeated the guy without even intending to. I suppose we'll take it. Okay, boom. Yeah, there you go. And we still have double damage against the Chompy bot, so hopefully we can finish this off in due time. Watch out for the stomp. Yep, there he goes. And he is finished! What do you know? Jetpack might literally suck, but he doesn't suck. That is fantastic. We continue on the perfect streak, getting the most important objective of them all. Really, who cares about everything else? So long as we got the no lives lost, meaning no Skylanders were defeated in combat, meaning that all of our Skylanders get to remain lit and brightened up on our background, mind you. So, with that being said and done, let's, without further ado, be tackling the 9th chapter of the video game. We're halfway through. Though, unfortunately, games, they have this progressive system where it gets harder over time rather than easier. So the second half is going to be a lot more difficult than the first half, shall we say. We still have 2 arena battles to go. We have the Oracle, which is the stuff of nightmares. So needless to say, we are not in the clear yet. We have lots of tough times ahead of us. Anyway, life has popped up, so without further ado, let's go ahead and place onto the portal none other than Lightcore Smith Boom. Let's hope that this guy's thick plot armour will carry us through his portions of the level, mind you. And a booyah. In fact, Smith Boom doesn't have plot armour, he has something even thicker. He has meme armour, and boy do I love myself some nice, thick meme armour. Now die to the might of my memes! Smith Boom for the win. Wow, I really am putting the boom in Smith Boom. Yeah, get boomed, baby. Okay, Arky and Crackler, they're easy enough to deal with. All you need to do is look out for the one that bobs back and forth. That one is the real one, and that's the only one that needs attacking, therefore. And so long as you keep attacking him, he cannot actually initiate his attack. Oh, okay, now we gotta keep our distance, because if we attack the fake ones, they explode and deal damage to any Skylander that attacks them. Which is why you can't be near them when they explode. They are the easiest enemies to deal with for projectile characters in the world, and even melee characters don't tend to struggle with them because of the fact that they're so easy to tell apart. Again, one moves, the others do not. The fake ones are the ones that just hold real steel. Keep that in mind, and you'll be fine. Hopefully. Enough of the fourth wall breaks. We're well aware this is a YouTube video, Igknight. You don't need to go breaking the fourth wall all the time. I'm going to be breaking a wall though, just not the fourth wall. Instead I'm going to be breaking this wall ahead of me. It's got in my way. And its biggest insult of them all is that it looked to me funny. This is what the wall gets. The wall 1000% deserved that. The wall should know better than to look at me funny like that. Stupid wall on my right, and my nose is so itchy. The one downside to a face cam is you get to see all of my awful tendencies that I get to mask whenever I'm doing a Soul Seeker series, because for Soul Seekers I don't seem to have the face cam. But what can I say, when the character roster is already taken up a grand majority of the screen, the last thing you need is a face cam on top of that. And Imaginator Soul Seekers is going to maintain with that same visual style. I'm really looking forward to Imaginator Soul Seekers actually, even though the last two times I attempted Imaginator Soul Seekers, they didn't end particularly well, which is why I shall not be doing it on Nightmare mode this time around, because I don't want to hate myself. Playing with this Locke on Nightmare mode alone is Nightmare mode enough. So here we go, let's continue pushing those into place, and just like that we are sorted. Apparently not, because that was a little less push than I expected it to be. But seriously, how do you half-ass a push? Like, it's a very, very simple thing to do, Hex, and yet somehow you still failed. Miserably, even. She had one job, folks. One job. Anyway, let's be pushing the big green button. Not quite as satisfying as the big red blinky button, but I suppose it'll do. Now let's be grabbing some treasure along the way, for treasure is glory! Yes, gimme that good of the treasure. Why is this a singing episode? This is a singing episode as well as the episode for absolutely terrible jokes. Like that with Jetpack earlier that shall not be named. Or quoted, I should say. You don't really name a joke, you quote it. So it's a joke that shall not be quoted. For it was so awful that anyone who listens to it twice, their ears might just start bleeding. My ears are bleeding just thinking about it. I mean, not literally. I could make an edit where my ears are bleeding, but that's too much effort. So we're just going to continue with the combat. We're not even going to bother with a Locatron wheel because it's for experience, and all of my characters are already at level 15, making that wheel completely redundant. Okay, let's kill them all. Watch out. We don't want to get struck by him. We don't want to get struck by anything for that matter. The less we get hit by enemies, the better. Okay. Okay. Boom. One of them's dead. Now the other one's dead too. We'd like to see that. We do. Okay, let's take out the Grenadier because they are the biggest threat as per the norm. Okay, the best part about Shroom Moon is being able to run away and attack all at the same time. Yes, sir. Fantastic. Okay, these guys are gonna die. Oh, and I'm gonna move out of the way very quickly before I get hit and die. Luckily, that's what I have the charge button for. Okay, cool. He's out of here, and now I just have a troll tank. I probably shouldn't make that food, but never mind. At least we got halfway up towards our Chowhound objective, and there is a troll mech for us to kill. Thank you, armor! I did not realise I was within the hitbox of that. Here I am not heeding my own advice. I'm not taking these hitboxes for granted. I'm not accepting that they are absolutely ridiculous hitboxes, that if they can hit you, they will. Okay, that guy has got to go. Fantastic. Yes! This is good. Just got to not get hit by the Mace Major. Boom! And we shake the rooms. Let's go, Smith Boom, let's go. I would say technically we didn't get hit a single time with this character in this level. We did. We just took the hit like a literal champ, and by took the hit, I mean no damage was dealt whatsoever because we shielded it with the might of our armor stat. That's the hat right there. That's the hat working its magic. If not for this awesome sombrero hat, Smith Boom would have been so screwed right now. We would have lost him, and then we would have lost Drobot here. It just would have caused a chain reaction of doom. Luckily for me, I was wearing the sombrero, so we're alright. All part of my plan, my elaborate sombrero plan. Chaos is a plan Z. I have a plan sombrero, which is the superior plan, obviously. I mean, look at me. So far, that plan is clearly working. The last thing we needed was Drobot to be even more overpowered, and then they gave him a Lightcore form. Honestly, what were the developers thinking with this character? What were they thinking? This tech section is supposed to be hard. Okay, normally it never goes this smoothly, and I'm going to shut up now whilst I'm ahead, otherwise I'm going to start jinxing shit. The point is, Drobot just makes this look so easy. When technically, I suppose it is, because Drobot is for easy mode in this game. No matter what difficulty you select, if you're playing as Drobot, the difficulty is automatically put down to easy. Oh, watch out for the grenade. Yes, there we go. That's what I have afterburners for. These afterburners very convenient right now. Let's kill him before he kills us. That's a fine plan, that is. I like that plan. Okay, now we got you fellas to get killed. Yes! Get out of here. Get out of here. Boom, you're out of here. You're out of here. Almost out of here. Almost part is key. Elementalist is complete. Well, that's convenient timing. Anyway, let's kill some more folks, because Claire haven't committed enough murder already. There is no amount of blood to satisfy Drobot's lust for blood, apparently. His bloodlust is just immense. Da! Or not. I guess he could live. Although it's in vain because he won't live much longer, that's a guarantee. That's the one thing Drobot can guarantee. Absolute death and carnage. Oh yes, this guy's going down. He's going down. Oh yes, he went down. Alright, he went down. And now there's another grenadier for us to take out. And boom, you can consider him as good as gone. And we can continue on with the level. Now my aims here are not to die to the sewing room. If we were to lose Drobot to a saw blade, that would not only be tragic, but that would spell out the fate of the rest of the Locke. For this Locke is basically unbeatable without the powerhouse you see before you. Yeah, this character is a joke, and I love it. It's my favourite punchline in the entirety of joke history. And that's a long and rich history, so that's really saying something. Anyway, I think my legendary guy over here, well, my Lightcore specifically, I think he deserves a little bit of a treat, a reward, so to say. That's where the treasure chest comes in, baby! Yes, sir! I'll be grabbing every last bit of that gold, please and thank you, signore, per favor. And now, just like that, the legendary treasure has been acquired, because clearly my treasure count wasn't legendary enough as is. Our treasure count has gone from being treasure to legendary. Man, How I Met Your Mother really has gotten on my mind recently. I rewatched it, and it is a fantastic sitcom. So much better than that of Friends, which I have also seen. I haven't seen stuff like Seinfeld yet. I also really like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, purely because of the absurd amount of dark humour in that series. It's definitely got itself a tone and style unique and one to call its own. It's not like, you know, all these happy, lovey-dovey other sitcoms, you know, like Friends, which is heartwarming, and ironically enough, it's a quite friendly show to get into. It's one that puts a smile on your face. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia makes you laugh when the characters suffer, because the characters deserve it. They put themselves in their own predicaments, and then when they're punished for their own stupidity, they get their comeuppance. And it's funny. It's funny to watch horrible people suffer. Anyway, that being said and done, let's be switching out for Pop Fizz, as he corresponds to the current element of the area. And as you can tell, his gold count has also been increased since the previous few episodes, because in the next episode, when we tackle Dualex's Big Rig, we're going to have yet another expensive charm to acquire and it's going to be Pop Fizz who shall be doing for purchasing that time around. And trust me, we're going to want this charm because it helps us deal increased damage against large enemies. You know, the ones that deal stupid damage against us. So if we can defeat those guys quickly, that sure would be convenient. The more quickly we get those guys out of here, the less likely it is that they're going to turn around and kill us. Anyway, that was a bit of a bizarre freeze frame right there. Well, frame rate drop, I should say. We're actually going to buy this Shadow Duke because it might come in handy for some upcoming Skystones games, and we're also going to buy some Skystones cheats while we're here. Why not? I think 2 will do for now. We don't exactly need those to be in excess, and we're not going to bother switching out the Drobot for the same reason as we didn't switch between Eruptor and Shroom Boom in the previous level, I should say. You know, what's the point when there's no combat and the element of the area is about to switch back to magic anyway, or just back and forth will just waste time. And frankly, I've done enough of this supposed quote-unquote wasting time as is. Unless the element of the area wants to stick with tech for some reason. Well, why you not switch back? Normally it switch back. It doesn't seem to want to switch back today, apparently. This is bizarre. I've never actually gone through this section where tech has been stronger before. Okay, those guys are out of here. And since the element of the area doesn't seem as though it wants to change, let's go back to Drobot without further ado, which means we get to tackle the arena as Drobot, which is the perfect scenario. We want Pop Fizz alive for the next level, for the next couple of levels. In fact, we want Pop Fizz alive, period, because he is a very powerful, very useful character indeed.
Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious.
One of the best that this game has to offer. Oh, and there's magic again. But you know what? I can't be asked to switch back to magic this time. Which you could call a cheat because you're supposed to go into the arena as a magic character. But I have a cheat to work around that anyway. So without further ado, let's actually play defense for now. Defense! Let's see what he plays. Lance Master. Lame! You are lame. Okay, let's play more defense. Defense. What's he gonna play? He's gonna play himself a little bit of that. Okay. Do I go with more defense? Nah, let's not go with defense. Let's go with some offense. Take a stone that he cannot take back. Boom. Let's skip that. Was he going to play Trog Wanderer? I expected nothing less. Oh, crap. I thought the spell point was the opposite way around. I think we're going to lose this. Oh, yeah, we're going to lose this horrendously because he's going to play a Trog Wanderer on that slot. And then he's going to take my stone.
I've made a huge mistake.
But luckily, this is what we have cheats for. Why else do you think I purchased them previously? When I'm, you know, when I'm currently fighting and losing battle? What else is there to do but cheat? And now, just like that, we have removed the 2 arena door locks. We can head out for the arena. And after that one Skystones cheat, it's time for yet another cheat that can grant me access to the arena as Drobot. Boom! Tech is back. So now that we've switched out the Drobot, he is corresponding to the current element of the area, and we are not cheating. We are abiding by the rules. We are playing as the Lightcore, corresponding to the current element of the area. And at that exact current moment in time, it was tech. It didn't switch again before the arena level, where there is no element of the area. And I'm going to make stupid mistakes like that. And since, you know, there is no element of the area, it's neutral, I get to remain as whatever character I was in the moment, which was Drobot. Ah, what am I making these stupid mistakes for? I honestly wasn't expecting to be able to make that, but the game was like, nope. Okay, I'm not going to risk it this time. I already made the same mistake twice. You know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, well, shame on me. So that being said, let's skip over the unnecessary deeps to kill this guy and try not to die. Luckily for us, having taken damage from Drobot is no big deal whatsoever. It's not like enemies are going to get close enough to actually hit us. As if. Okay. Okay, bye-bye. Night-night, sleep tight, and don't let the bed bugs bite. I almost feel sorry for these Mace Mages right now. Almost, anyway. I mean, look at that, they got close. That's what we got knockback for. Man, do I love this character. I just love him so much. Voice cracks and all. That really expresses in terms of my tone of voice, how much I love this guy. You know you truly love someone when your voice cracks just for them, and for them alone. Like, my voice crack definitely doesn't do such things for any other Skylander. That is an exclusive right belonging to Drobot. Die, 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 die. Let's go to the grenades, take them out as fast as ASAP. That'd be wise. Oh, or we could just knock them off the stage, that also works. I'll be taking that food. And I'll be killing them too while I'm at it. Boom, baby. He tried to attack me. He failed miserably, because that's what I got knocked back for. Can't hit me if you're too busy being knocked back and away from me. It's that simple, really. Anyway, let's get ourselves healed up. We're almost fully healed up. Not again, not that this character even needs health. Like, seriously, giving this character health just made this overpowered powerhouse of a unit even more overpowered, which is not what he needs. Okay, here we go. Yes. And death. Ow. What do you know? An enemy dealt damage. Get that man an award. He's done something that no other enemy is really all that capable of doing. More points of damage? Wow, that troll tank is seriously overpowered. Wow. It's basically the Captain America of this universe in enemy form. Okay, let's get those guys. Booyah! That's what we're talking about. Yeah, tight spots in this arena is definitely problematic, as you saw right there. Boom, let's kill some folks. This seems like a lot of enemies on screen, right? Well, Drobot is already more than half the enemy units. This right here, this is overkill. Okay, here we go. Let's destroy that fool right there. Boom! Get out of here. No more healing of the enemies. Because let's be fair here, the enemies kind of needed that. Given how much punishment I'm doling out right now, the enemies really needed that. Okay, here we go. Got to be very cautious of this guy. Because he hits hard. One attack from this guy is enough to finish me off. No matter how much health I have, pretty much. Okay, let's kill them fellas. Boom, get him out of here. Watch out for his dive. Yeah, there you go. Take out the life spell pump, so then they can't heal no one. Yeah, there you go. Ooh, and food, don't mind if we do. Again, not that that's going to make much difference. If this Jawbreaker hits us, we are dead regardless. Dead, I tell you. At least this way we can tackle a couple of hits from the grenades, given how much health we currently have, thanks to healing up and all that. Okay, cool. Let's see if we can attack him. Quicker he's dead, the better. All the other enemies just kind of give up once he dies. Oh, shit! I did see the grenade, but unfortunately I got stuck. Luckily, that's what we healed up for. Watch out for the... Yeah, there you go. Watch out for the Jawbreaker, which I did. Yay me, and my raw awesomeness. Boom, finish off that guy. The Grenader follows. Okay, gotta wait for him to attack now. Go on, do it! Oh, the idiot. Oh, what did you do that for? Oh, for numpty. And just like that, we got through yet another episode completely unscathed. This puts a smile on my face. 8 Skylanders going into the episode, 8 Skylanders going back out of it too. Man, this session's off to a good start. We just kind of got to keep this momentum rolling right here. So without further ado, let's press the A button, load up for the ship, and then prepare for that iconic outro on this fine Thursday evening. Okay, so now that we're back at Flynn's ship, this here episode, as I alluded to earlier, it's coming to an end. I cannot, in good conscience, end off this video without first thanking all of my incredible channel members whose continued support help make these videos possible. Without them, these videos would be near impossible to make, so from the bottom of my heart, I truly appreciate every last one of them. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, there are plenty of options on screen now to explore, and please consider subscribing to keep up to date with all my content. On that note, this video is coming to an end, so thank you so much as always for watching. Until the next video arises, peace!